age 1 all the way to age 100 what their favorite Roblox game is. And I'm testing them all. Starting it off old, ages 80 to 100's favorite game is Anime Feet Simulator X. Eventually, I'll play games beloved by millions of kids, but to get there, I have to start with a game beloved by two 90-year-olds, apparently. All right, so you click to get Anime Feet. That's good stuff. Obviously, the goal of this video is to discover which age group has the best taste in games. But already that goal is being sabotaged. Listen, if you're above 80, you don't play Roblox. You especially don't play Anime Feet Simulator X. Unless you a freaky grandpa. There is no favorite game for 80 to 100-year-olds. The people who submitted these games lied, which made it even more shocking to find out this next age group told the truth. Before filming this video, I was told there's an underground community of people 60 and older who exclusively play a very specific Roblox game, Bloxy Bingo. Literally the most believable game for 60-year-olds to be playing. At first, I didn't believe it. I thought there's no way grandma's playing Roblox. But after sorting through the survey results, removing all the submissions that were obviously lies and anyone who said their age was 6'7", Bloxy Bingo got 6 votes. There's no way. It can't be true. Only one way to find out.
Who looks like they could be like a very old lady?
Anyone here older than 40? I'm trying to make friends my age.
40.
Okay, they don't seem to be into it very much.
My plan of pretending I'm a grandpa looking for grandmas is shockingly not working.
If you're 60 years old, you're not using Roblox chat, so...
I begin to research online rather than continuing my avant-garde strategy, and almost immediately...
Wait, I found evidence though, I found evidence!
Does anyone play Bloxy Bingo on Roblox? I've become quite addicted and only started yesterday.
It's real!
Dude, there is a 50-year-old plus players of Bloxy Bingo, bro. They love Bloxy Bingo. I just found evidence.
I am in disbelief! I didn't know Granny roamed the blocks! Obviously, there was a range of ages on that Facebook page. 30 to 40-year-olds actually seemed the most common, but there were actually some grannies. My survey is trustable, and now that I know that, I can finally test Bloxy Bingo.
Hello, 4 and 5.
Surprisingly, bingo is boring. But maybe it doesn't have to be. Yeah, for any turbo grannies out there, you can, for some ungodly reason, play with 6 bingo cards at once.
This is a lot harder with 6. Dude, how the fuck am I supposed to see that I have a bingo with this many fucking cards?
That difficulty explains why Bloxy Bingo is popular with the youngins. But for older folk, the popularity makes even more sense. It's a simple game with no controls besides clicking, and it's bingo. Older folks love bingo. I don't know if it's enough to win 60 to 80-year-olds the best age group award though, because only one age group can claim it. And this next one takes me completely off guard because it looks like it has some beloved hits.
Dude, this game is so good.
Yeah, I guess we've progressed past Granny's games and have moved on to stuff I actually might want to play. I'm shocked because as this video continues, the younger ages cast way more votes, allowing me to find super specific games and specific age groups. Like for example, later I'm able to narrow down the groups to ages 12 and 13 instead of ages 40 to 60 because 40 to 60-year-olds hardly responded, which makes it even more confusing that the games they suggested are good. Build-A-Boat, for example, had 2 votes. I don't need to explain why that game is awesome.
Grab me. Yes, I'm on it. Let's go. Yo.
Whoa. Oh, no. Next was Lumber Tycoon 2 with 1 vote.
Dude, this game actually is heat. Dude, this game is advanced. You can cut any part of the wood.
This game is honestly just relaxing. Chopping trees and selling them. I see why a 40-year-old would like this. However, Barry the Hiker also had 1 vote. And just watch this gameplay. I refuse to believe any 40-year-old is playing this impossible game, bro. Okay, question. How do any of these games relate to each other? What about these screams, "I'm 40 years old"? I have to find out. So I read through some answers and it doesn't exactly help at first. I like playing my grandchild's game called Super Cool Jalbert Game. This person said their age was 40. Do they know how old 40 is? Oh yes, I do love the game growing up. I play it with all my grandchildren. Be for real right now, bro. These answers are so fake. But one answer in particular feels real to me. Someone who said their favorite game is whatever the kids want to play. This might just be another fake answer, but it makes sense. I mean, imagine a scenario where little Timmy is bored and wants to play some Roblox with his dad. He forces dad to try build a boat or bury the hiker, and maybe dad doesn't fully understand it, but he still has fun. So when little Timmy tells him to respond to my survey months later, dad remembers those games and says they're his favorite. It's my theory that that's the connection between these games. I could be wrong, but I want to believe I'm not. 40 to 60-year-olds might actually be able to win the best age group award. This next age group, however, finally has locked in. Yeah, for the first time in this video, I have some clear favorite games. Games that got more than 2 votes. Thank God. This is because 30-year-olds actually play Roblox. Not just for their kids, not just for Bloxy Bingo. They are our first age group to do that. So maybe they'll have good taste. And as I tell you what games they like the most, consider subscribing. But you are not allowed to subscribe unless you are actually enjoying this video. I mean it. Thanks. I begin with the second favorite game, having 4 votes. Work at a pizza place.
I'm being a cook.
This game is super popular, so you probably know the drill. Build your pizza, stick it in the oven, light it on fire, and become employee of the day.
I am doing my job after all.
You can also box the pizza, deliver it, all the joys of minimum wage labor. It's a super solid classic Roblox game, but why on earth is 35-year-old Harold clocking in to work at a pizza place after an 8-hour shift at Home Depot? It doesn't make sense to me that this age group is interested in manual labor games. So, in a search for answers, I play the most popular game among ages 30 to 40, Grow a Garden, with 5 votes. Whoa, why is this game like actually gotten better? Again, we are playing a simple game. You plant seeds, collect your crops, and sell them for cash. Once again, not a bad game, but once again, why is 35-year-old Harold playing this? After brainstorming a little, I think I know why. You see, statistically speaking, 90% of Roblox players joined after 2019, meaning 90% of these 30 to 40-year-olds were over 24 when they started playing. They didn't grow up with Roblox like younger users. They're not familiar with hardcore Roblox gaming. So it's natural for them to gravitate towards simpler games. Games based on real-world, understandable concepts. However, because of that ultra simplicity, I don't think ages 30 to 40 are gonna win. Meaning, one of the previous ages still has the lead, but that's about to change. Because ages 25 to 30 have a massive advantage over the previous ages. Mechanical skill. The games from this point forward will be more challenging and complex, which is quickly made obvious by the Wild West.
Let's go into the big wide world.
Coming in 3rd place with 2 votes, the Wild West is a game where you saddle up on a horse, brandish your revolver, and survive through any means necessary.
Alligator!
Even if that means you gotta fight a few gators.
Oh my, help, help, help! Oh, he bit my horse, bro! He's after me. He's after me. Run, run!
It's so fast, bro!
Oh, kill it! No way!
But before I can collect the loot from its corpse, this little freak steals it.
Dude, can we kill this guy?
Too bad for him, the Wild West ain't no baby game. Dude, this game is awesome. For the first time, I'm starting to have lots of fun. Hopefully, the trend continues with this age's second favorite game, Arsenal, having 3 votes.
Why do I have a sniper?
Alright, it's awesome. A simple first-person shooter where you gun down as many people as possible. But as I play more, I realize...
No way.
Bro? I recognize the winner's name. It's the same guy from the Wild West who stole our loot?
This villain!
We have a stalker. Great.
No, I'm not playing this no more. I'm not playing this no more.
In an attempt to escape this random weirdo, all of my friends and I block him and move on to the first favorite game of ages 25 to 30 with 4 votes, Natural Disaster Disaster Survival, a game where you get dropped onto a map and have to survive natural disaster.
Dude, how did he join? I haven't blocked. I actually blocked him.
He's the disaster we have to survive.
Dude, if he griefs us, I'm gonna rip off his legs.
And after this round ends, sure enough,
Dude, he's griefing in every game we play. Dude, he's bought 6 disasters.
for context, he's just spent real life money to basically make the game unwinnable for us. I know this is a video about testing games, but can we talk about this? Some random kid, who I'm just gonna call Earl from this point on, is following us into every game and torturing us. You may have noticed by now that I'm testing these games with multiple friends, but every single one of us has Earl blocked. He should not be able to join. At this point, I'm convinced he's a hacker stalking me to try and ruin my video.
Yeah, okay, that's enough natural disaster survival. We got griefed, it's over.
And sure enough, even when I joined the next game, my movie, he's there. I'm sick of this, bro. Who is this kid? I begin suspecting my friends.
One of you's lying. This is one of you.
It has to be one of them, bro. One of them is lying about having Earl blocked. I check out Earl's profile and
Wait a second. I know who this is.
you see, this group image is one of my friend's old profile pictures. One of the friends I'm currently playing games with, Zen.
Prank discovered. What do you? Okay, man. What do you have to say for yourself? Be honest. He's speechless. He's speechless, bro.
Yeah.
Dude,
The
why
reason
does
is
the prank go off like this?
No. Everyone surround this guy.
Yeah, it turns out Earl is actually friends with Zen. He's not a hacker after all. But he is genuinely a loser, bro. I only showed a few clips, but he really was trying to ruin every game we played. So I kick him out of the gaming sesh.
Sorry, buddy.
Shockingly, however, this is not the last you will see of Earl, unfortunately. But, not including Earl, ages 25 to 30, had an absolutely amazing taste in games. It makes sense that these players are old enough to have mature tastes like the Wild West, but young enough to actually play games that require skill. Ages 25 to 30 may actually win the Best Age Group award. That is, if this next age group doesn't steal it from them. Because they're my age group, baby! Reppin' 22, let's go! And upon testing ages 20 to 25's favorite games, one thing is immediately different.
hello, I've got a cool knotted, don't I? Oh, that's freaky. Who's that?
It's like Jeff the Killer, but it's like different.
I don't like Jeff the Killer very much.
The game I'm currently in is Die of Death, the third favorite game of ages 20 to 25, with 6 votes. It's a simple game where survivors run away from killers,
I'm real scared.
and sometimes even fight back.
I'm a bit scared, really. Get
But, like I said, something about this game is different. The second favorite game with 6 votes, Pressure, is actually different in the same way.
Can you touch this? Touch this. Touch this.
No.
A game where you explore an underwater facility and avoid monsters, not touch them.
Come on, Tony. Okay, Rodney. Oh no, watch out, Tony.
That's a machine gun.
But
This time, you can fuse Santa and unlock 5 brand new Christmas brain rots. I was lucky to get a decent Christmas brain rot, but the real challenge, items.
every danger can be overcome.
Don't worry, I've got this. I'm going to turn it off using the family lever.
Honestly, pretty fun game. Now, can you tell what's so different about this game compared to the others? All right, I'll give you one last try with the first favorite game, having 8 votes, Dress to Impress.
Book club.
What in the nerd crap?
A game where you're given a theme and have to dress your avatar accordingly.
I'm gonna be a book.
Oh, Baby Diva! Guys, 5 stars.
5 stars.
I'm a red book. Read me. I'm filled with words.
I naturally get first place.
Ooh, not surprised.
Okay, I'll tell you what I noticed. The difference between these games and the previous games are these are new. I had one friend who always stated the obvious. Okay, but hear me out. The games we've seen previously, Lumber Tycoon, Work at a Pizza Place, Natural Disaster Survival, they're classics. They define what Roblox is. These new games almost defy what Roblox is. Dress to Impress doesn't look a thing like Roblox. Pressure is so high quality it could be a Steam game and no one would know. It's interesting to see that as we progress and get to younger age groups, the games get newer and break the mold of what Roblox is more. Surely this won't become a problem later, because for the first time, I'm progressing into unfamiliar territory. Ages 18 to 19 is the first age group that's younger than me. I'm practically a senior citizen compared to these people 3 years younger. Okay, the difference isn't that great, but Roblox players have a tendency to hate the tastes of younger generations. Like, I've never met a 24-year-old who likes Steal a Brain Rot, for example, except steak. But look, these are just a few examples I'm putting on screen, but no, there's hundreds of videos like this, despising what Roblox has become and what the younger generation of players enjoy. Eventually, I may let out my inner grandpa and yell at these youngins, but for now, 18 and 19 isn't that much younger than me.
Like the camera
Help,
playing right
help,
now.
help me! Dude, this game is brutal, bro.
That don't mean I like their taste in games, though. Guts and Black Powder. Having 6 votes, this was a clear favorite among ages 18 to 19, and I hate it.
Oh, bomb. Oh, dude, I'm dead. Well, one of them had a bomb, guys.
Dude, how do you win this game? Guts and Black Powder is a zombie survival game where you're given a gun that shoots once every 10 seconds, and the zombies are given nuclear warheads.
Bro.
But even though they are literally 3 years younger than me, I don't want to be an old man who just hates the younger generation, so I will force myself to learn this game. I start by learning you can change your class, and then try to learn to work together.
Help, help, help. Thank you, kid.
That guy's a bomb. Okay, the torch makes it kind of easy to identify the bombers.
Yeah, that's nice.
If you breathe the wrong direction in this game, you die. If you hear a fart, run. But honestly, after taking some time to improve and learn, that difficulty became fun.
Charge! Let's go, the boys!
Oh
That
my
was
God.
awesome.
That was an
bro.
actual meat grinder.
I'm sure there'd be some lessons to take from this experience about not hating the younger generation's tastes. If the generation wasn't only 3 years younger than me, and I'm just bad at video games. But I am super grateful that I pulled through, and I'll need to keep that mindset for later when I play some less savory games. But for now, me and the boys end up playing for hours, way longer than we expected. Ages 18 to 19 might seriously win the best age group award. This next age group, however, might not even have a chance. We've reached ages 16 to 17, and for the first time in this video, I can say the quality has declined. Look, I'll start with their third favorite game, having 12 votes. Wow, that's a jump. Piggy! Piggy is,
You guys just go play the game. I'm gonna keep him standing over there with my gun.
look, it's undeniably a lower quality game than what we saw with the last age group. It's a lot less complex, a lot less difficult, and a lot less good looking. But don't get it twisted, that doesn't mean the game is bad.
Hello, please don't hurt me.
Hello, the trap's down right there.
Oh no.
You see, despite the game's issues, it has endless possibilities to make your own entertainment and fun out of it.
Go left, go.
I told you could just walk around the trap.
Go, get in.
Wait, but now Mrs. Pig. Oh, I can't resist. Oh yeah. Oh, Mrs. Pig, let me go, Mrs. Pig.
See, by no means am I trying to say this age group has bad games. They just have worse games. A great example of what I'm saying is the second favorite game of ages 16 to 17 with 13 votes, Bee Swarm Simulator.
I got a basic B. Man, this game's awesome.
I love this game. I've spent over 100 hours in this game, which for Bee Swarm Simulator means I've barely started, but still, regardless of how much I love it, it's still kinda brainless. Without a doubt, as the ages progress, these games are getting less good. Still good, but less good. I think this is actually because of the history regarding them. In 2020, Roblox had its biggest influx of players ever up to that point. Being Roblox, most of them were around 10 years old. They loved simple games like Piggy or Bee Swarm. I mean, they're 10, so those performed incredibly back then. Now, 6 years later, those 10-year-olds have become 16-year-olds, and they still have a soft spot for the games they loved when they were younger, which by all means still hold up today, but because of their appeal to all ages, they're not quite as complex or interesting as the games of prior age groups. At least that's what I thought, until I tested the first favorite game of this age group. With 14 votes, Eternal Towers of Hell.
This is low-key relaxing. It is low-key relaxing.
Ito, that's slang for Eternal Towers of Hell for anyone new to the chat, is a game where you climb towers. That's it. It's fun, it's relaxing, it's challenging, and it's home to the greatest Roblox players you will ever see. Yeah, off topic, but pro Robloxers gravitate towards this game like moths to a flame.
Whoa, the end of this is so cool. I win.
If that's all the game had to offer though, it wouldn't be so special to me. You see, this game is one that 8 years ago, a certain 15-year-old you may know loved. Though back then it was called Jato. Now, he didn't love it because of the gameplay. No. He loved creating. At the time, there was an Ito tower building kit that had all the pieces there. So if you wanted to build your own tower, you just had to click them together in a way that you liked. And boy, did he. This 15-year-old made tower after tower to show them all off to his friends. Now, it may shock you to hear this, but that 15-year-old was me. And 8 years later, here I am, showing off my towers again. I built all of this. Oh yeah, and there's a minecart here you can ride.
Oh, that's cool.
Dude, I was a pretty good builder back in the old days. I made a flickering light with a moving platform. Oh, and then here's like a moving light that illuminates the way you have to jump. And then I think this still works. Yeah, and that spawns this block, and the block lights your way, so you need it to see. And check this out. It's gonna make the ice break. And now you're underwater. Look, you use this button to spawn a big ice block up here. And are you ready, boys? Oh man, good times. I'm still not exactly hopeful for the progression of these age groups, but at the very least, this game was nice. This next age group, however, was the exact opposite of nice. And it had nothing to do with the games themselves, no. It had to do with Earl. Let me explain. After playing those last games, I took the night off, got some good sleep, dreamed of Mrs. Big, and woke up to test some 14 to 15-year-olds' favorite games. Starting with their first favorite game this time, having 40 votes, Fish. Whoa, wait, I think I got an event fish. Blue exclamation point. A game where you catch fish, then sell them to buy better rods and catch more fish. Or in this case, I got a turkey! Dude, my first ever fish is a turkey. That used to be rare, bro. Back in my day when I played this game a year ago. Fish came out over a year ago. It was great back then, and I played it. However, it was soon bought out by Dubig, who ruined and killed it. Then the original owner, Nate, bought it back from Dubig, I think, rose it from the dead, and now it's good again. I played it, no problem, and had a great time. Where my problems began was Rivals, the second favorite game of ages 14 to 15, having 28 votes. It's a fast-paced player versus player shooter game. So to get started, my friends and I had to find some players to versus. You can guess what happens next.
Oh my god.
Because we were 5v3ing him, I decided to not kick him out. And he got absolutely eviscerated.
Dude, I'm actually the MVP. 7 eliminations, dude.
If that was where the story ended, I'd have nothing to complain about. Unfortunately, after that game, we rematched with more even teams. 3 versus 3. And what followed was rough.
Oh, he's a tryhard. He has paintball gun. Dude, paintball gun is a tryhard weapon. No, the flare gun, dude. That used to suck.
Earl starts using the flare gun and lighting half the map on fire so we can't walk anywhere. A super brain dead, easy way to play the game and get free kills without even meaning to. So he wins, but I'm not gonna take that.
Wait, rematch. Get the freaking flare gun, bro. We're stooping to their level, dude.
I figure if he's gonna play like a little nuisance, then I will too. Unfortunately, he expected that.
Dude.
He switched to a different annoying loadout where he holds a riot shield which blocks all bullets, uses that to get close to us, and whips out a freeze ray, which is in the game for some reason, that causes us to die instantly. He wins again.
Okay, right. But we go again.
We get into another game, and he switches to another loadout designed to annoy us.
Okay. Dude, that's annoying. That's just annoying.
Me and all my friends are getting pretty fed up at this point. We are trying to match his playstyle and use the annoying weapons he uses to our advantage, but none of us are good enough at it. It's abundantly clear that Earl has spent literally hundreds of hours playing Rivals in the most unfair way possible, training with these annoying weapons solely, either to make people mad or just because he sucks at playing the game normally. For half of the first 3v3, he was using normal guns, and I absolutely demolished him. He cannot win against me in a fair fight, so he doesn't make it a fair fight. He wins again and 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 again. And of course, when I once again try to combat him using his own strategies, he pulls out a laser gun that can shoot through shields because he spent over 10,000 Robux on this game to get every weapon and the only ones who can counter his own stupid strategies.
What?
He can shoot through your
Shield? That's just garbage.
Wait, yeah, that stinks.
Keep in mind, you have only seen 2 minutes of this. We have suffered through an hour of it. And before suffering through an hour of Rivals, we suffered through multiple hours of Earl joining us and intentionally trying to ruin our time in every game we played. He's literally trying to ruin my video. And after going through all this, I hate to admit it, but I snapped. I think after the course of this video, Earl is probably one of my least favorite people of all time. Genuinely speaking, I think he is one of the people I dislike most in the world.
It's because there's no bit. There's no, like, humor. It's just guy who plays game and joins
There's
us.
no joke.
And does nothing.
It's just griefing. It's been crazy to, like, find out that Earl is probably just the most insufferable in any possible medium he can be in. Every single game, he has been the most insufferable, and I think that's a very impressive trait to have as a person, to just be so unlikable that no matter where you are, you can tick everyone off constantly. Wait, we gotta move on from Rivals because I'm becoming evil. Earl, if you are watching this, I am sorry I lost my cool at you. But be grateful, I'm censoring your real name. From this point on, I am playing every single game in private servers so that Earl can no longer join. It's gonna suck not being able to play with other people, but it's better than the alternative of this little tick joining me in every single game possible. Okay, moving on to the third favorite game of ages 14 to 15 with 22 votes, Slap Battles. I joined Slap Battles and wait a second. I have 999,000 slaps? Wait, I have every single weapon in this game. I have admin controls. Yeah, so a few years back, I met a man named Tencel and quickly became great friends with him. This man is the creator of Slap Battles, and this man gave me literally everything in the game. I'm unkillable. This gives me an idea. I open my private server to anyone who wants to join, and sure enough, like a moth to a flame, little does he know, this is the one game Earl will regret joining me in. Earl! Come back here! Come back! I'm not done with you yet! Come back up here!
What is this?
I got him. I got him. I am Earl. Good stuff. Bye, Earl. This is bliss. I have lured Earl into my server, counted on him stalking me, like how he always does, and the second he did, began torturing him in some very strange ways. I can't even describe what's happening on the screen right now. For some reason, Earl would not leave, so this continued on for a whole hour, and was some of the most fun I had in the whole video. After I left, though, for some odd reason, Earl never joined me again. I wonder why. All right, side quest over. Thank you for your patience and for not calling the police after what I did to Earl. Now, I'll actually talk about the games. Earlier, I was scared about the progression of these age groups. I saw the games getting less good and assumed that trend would continue, but thankfully, it didn't. Both Rivals and Slap Battles are pretty complex, fun, and open-ended games. Though in this specific case, Rivals was fun in the way stepping on a nail is fun. Like, it's upsetting, but it's something to do, I guess. Still, 14 to 15 could actually win the Best Age Group Award. Maybe I was overreacting and the games could get better from here. Guess we'll have to see with the most popular game so far. And to talk about it, I need to explain exactly how I've been lying to you. Sit down, you're not in trouble. Now, based on the way I've presented this video, it may seem like every age group has a different favorite game. That is not the case. In reality, for every age under 30, the same game has gotten first place every single time. All the games I've played so far were actually like second or third place games of each age group, and those actually did change depending on the age. That was authentic. But for that one game that won every single time, I decided to avoid playing it until now, while discussing the age group that disproportionately loved it more than anyone else. That age group is ages 12 to 13, and that game is Forsaken. Forsaken was created last year, built off Roblox history. Using old maps and characters from the Roblox community, it quickly struck a chord with anyone seeking a more mature Roblox game.
Hei tu, începe ziua în forță cu Alpro și 5 nutrienți esențiali. Obiceiurile sănătoase pot începe ușor.
Then, the creator did some things that I don't think I can talk about in a YouTube video, and still to this day gets paid 25% of all the game's earnings, so needless to say, the game is controversial, to put it way more lightly than it should be put. But still, the fact that despite that, it managed to earn 147 votes among 12 to 13-year-olds and be first place in every single age group under 20, I'm excited to give it a chance. This could be the best game of the video. So I quickly load into my first round.
Also, I want to point out that I played this game when it first came out and bought this skin. I have not played or spent a penny on Forsaken since the creator was exposed for what they did, I promise.
From what I understand, there's a monster somewhere, but I don't think I see him a single time, so I just walk around aimlessly for 5 minutes until...
Dude, okay, so I did nothing that whole game and I saw the killer no times.
Yeah, it was boring.
But it would be dumb to generalize the whole game based on one bad round, so I try again.
Okay, wait, is that a monster or a player? I think that's a... Okay, why is there a guest 666 skin for players? That's a monster.
Yeah, and it's not even for guests, it's for noob.
What?
Basically, in Forsaken, there's one monster and a bunch of survivors whose goal it is to survive. And apparently, the survivors can dress up like the monsters for some reason, which isn't confusing at all. But visual clarity aside, I'm not an optometrist. Was this round more fun?
Dude, this is not a game. This is me walking around waiting to find the killer eventually.
You just sort of roleplay with each other instead of playing the game.
Yeah, actually. Dude, I can type all my notes I want without even being in slight danger. I've maybe just gotten some games where the killer is like really bad or something.
So, that's the second game where I did nothing and won. If I wanted to do nothing, I could just stare at my wall for the same results without the downside of giving the creator of Forsaken money.
Guys, are you ready to stand still and not die?
Luckily for me, the killer this round wasn't bad. They were worse.
Dude, that gameplay was awesome.
So, rewind. I was hiding behind a tree after making sure the killer was nowhere near me. He then appeared out of thin air, teleporting to me, I assume, and then killed me in less than 10 seconds. Then my fellow survivors won by doing nothing. This game is, Forsaken. It's very clearly not for me. I can understand why people like it. The characters and skins are cool. The game is high quality, super well made. But personally, I am very much not into it. Sorry to disappoint everyone who voted for it. The fact that this game swept the entire survey, though, makes me certain that my worries from earlier are true. The games I'm playing are slowly getting worse and worse as the age groups get younger and younger. Well, maybe the word worse isn't the proper choice, but I'm still very worried for the future of Roblox players. Let me explain. When I was younger, I loved super complex games. I feel like most kids did. I played Town of Salem, Geometry Dash, Minecraft Sky Wars, games that presented an intense challenge, games that gave me an avenue to be creative, both with how I played and with what I made. Games like Ito. As I've grown up, my taste in games hasn't changed. And based on how much I loved the games for ages 18 to 30, it would seem people my age feel the same way. But even though my taste hasn't changed, new generation kids' tastes have. They prefer less complex games, easier games. Games like Forsaken, where you can win with little to no effort. The other most popular games for this age group were things like Steal a Brainrot and Grow a Garden. All three of these games feel like you need to look up at your computer once every couple minutes. And as long as you do that, you win. I want to call this genre of games semi-AFK. And the new generation of children absolutely loves them. Don't get me wrong, these existed and were popular back when I was a kid too, but the more complex games were always more popular.
Oh my gosh, I sound like a grandpa. Back in my day, I had to walk 40 miles to play Minecraft Sky Wars.
Look, honestly, there's nothing wrong with these games. They're just not for me. I think Roblox isn't for me. Not anymore. I used to be able to look at the front page and find tons of unique games worth making a video on. Now I'm just glad I don't make videos every day anymore because yeesh, bro. As the tastes of the younger generations keep changing, it seems like 90% of games are just those semi-AFK ones now. And this next game seems to instantly confirm that belief. 99 Nights in the Forest. Coming in first among ages 10 to 11 with 12 votes votes. 99 Nights in the Forest is the most popular Roblox game. To create it earlier this year, Cracky4 took inspiration from the game Survive a Week in the Woods, fitting it to be less dark and scary and more goal-oriented. Fun fact, most people don't actually know that, considering it isn't mentioned anywhere, so the creator of Survive a Week in the Woods constantly gets hate because people think he copied 99 Nights in the Forest. It's a mess. Anyways, I log into 99 Nights in the Forest, not expecting much, and that's exactly what I get. Ah, cut down trees. It seems like the main gameplay loop of this is to gather resources, fuel your fire, and survive monsters, which is pretty easy considering I'm chasing him. He, doesn't seem to kill you on night 1, or even come close to your fire on any night, I think. At this point, my fears were even more confirmed. I thought 99 Nights is just another semi-AFK game, and it's not for me. Little did I know just how wrong I was.
Wait, guys, we need to build a crock pot so we can have guests.
I just found the Thanksgiving event. I know, this video has taken a while to make.
But I built a crock pot, guys. I'm making Thanksgiving magical. Okay, I need turkey and 2 berries, guys. Guys, let's do Thanksgiving.
For the event, you need to gather specific ingredients to cook 10 meals for your Thanksgiving guests. Gosh, it's making it. This is the best game ever. Unfortunately, I only have 5 days to do this, so
we only have half the amount of guests as we could have. We failed. We really messed up, guys.
I did not succeed at the Thanksgiving event, and I couldn't be happier. That was hard. That required planning and effort, an understanding of how the game works, and most importantly, active gameplay. This isn't the semi-AFK game I thought it was. 2 of my friends literally die because we weren't prepared enough for a cave excursion. We are adults losing this game that 10-year-olds play. Adult men with hair on our— Never mind. Was I wrong? Wrong about what the younger generation loves. Maybe. But I mean, you can't deny young kids love Steal a Brain Rot and Grow a Garden and Fish It and Blox Fruits, and wow, this list is longer than I thought. The majority of these brainless games player bases are obviously young children. My survey results reflect that. But 99 Nights isn't brainless. It's super complex. But, I mean, it's also a Roblox game, so I feel like calling it complex is kind of like calling an alphabet block complex, but it feels complex to me. I'm no longer sure if it's true that the younger generation only likes semi-AFK brainless games. So I'm using the final age group as an excuse to test once and for all whether or not they do. Ages 9 and under. I'm open to being wrong, but so far it's not looking like I am. I love Plants vs. Brain Rots. Sorry, I had to record that in post because for the 15 minutes I played this game, nothing meaningful happened. You plant plants to kill brain rots. The brain rots you kill go to your inventory. 90% of the game from there is just waiting. Listen, I actually think this game is great and a huge step up from Steal a Brain Rot. I mean, I love a good simulator, but it's not beating the brainless allegations. Okay, but what about the first favorite game of ages 9 and under? Oh god, it's Steal a Brain Rot, isn't it? It's gonna be Steal a Brain Rot. Yeah, I'm low-key shocked and in awe by this news, and I'm going to hang myself tonight. Wait, guys, even though this game sucks, it's fun to play with friends. Guys, the real Steal a Brain Rot was the friends we made along the way. Video over. Yay! Do I need to say anything? Is there anything I haven't already said about this game? Anyone? No? All right. Well, that's it. There's your answer. I wasn't wrong. The younger generation really can only love brainless games. Well, time to crown the winner of the Best Age Group Award, but wait just 1 second though. What if— No, never mind. That was stupid. I'll just crown the winner of the— But hold on just a minute though. I am realizing now I did not say how many votes Steal a Brain Rot got. You see, it got 10. Not bad. Enough to secure first place. We know this. But that's 10 out of 151. That's like 7.5%. Did that one without a calc. I mean, can I really generalize what all young people think by the votes of only 7% of them? I mean, what did the other 93% say? Grow a Garden, expected. Forsaken, I'm shocked. 99 Nights, Tower Defense Simulator. That's not exactly a baby game. Typical Colors too. That's a competitive FPS, bro. Rivals? The Strongest Battlegrounds? Retro Studio? That one doesn't even make sense, bro. You're 8. Even though the most voted game is brainless, the most voted genre is definitely not. These results show that kids don't exclusively love brainless Roblox slop. They love all kinds of Roblox slop. I go back to check all the previous survey results, and sure enough, they all show the exact same thing. Except ages 40 and up, they actually do just like brainless slop. But this award, this Best Age Group award that I even got this cool spinning trophy visual animated for, does it even matter? Throughout this video, I thought I saw a clear line of quality decline. The new gen games were getting worse and worse. And I mean, I was right. I was liking the games less and less as I played them. So, I mean, if I were to generalize it, yeah, the younger players' taste in games is worse. But why should I generalize it? How could I look at these survey results and think that's a good idea? These survey results that prove how diverse everyone's tastes in games are, that never show more than 10% of players voting for the same game. Even Forsaken. And you guys loved Forsaken. Dear God, you loved Forsaken. This award, this video proves nothing. All this video proves is that anyone can love anything. 35-year-old Harold can love Steal a Brain Rot. I, a 22-year-old man with hair on his, never mind, can like 99 Nights in the Forest. A 12-year-old can love Guts and Black Powder somehow. That's a real answer I got. And honestly, that is what makes Roblox special. What makes Roblox's community special. The thing that makes Roblox completely unique. You can't generalize a group of people who play Roblox because everyone does. And we all got different tastes. So really, this award should mean nothing to 90% of you who love games outside of your age range. However, that don't change the fact that it's fun to receive awards. The winner of the Best Age Group Award is ages 18 to 19, Guts and Black Powder. Woo!
Bro.